Right, let's get to the Nvidia story and bring in Annabelle, Droulers, of course, a tech correspondent here with us to help us understand what you got us started.
Yeah. I think you guys actually got us started, but just to recap some of what you said there. So the Trump administration has decided to allow sales of the H200 chip to China. This is something that Nvidia has been lobbying for several weeks, if not longer, and even as Jensen Huang in Washington, for instance, last Wednesday on this very topic. So H200 is a chip that's specifically designed or well-designed, has very strong inference capabilities. And inference is you're not training the model, you're not building those foundation models. Inference is really the deployment of that technology, and it's what allows AI to really be shifted or moved throughout the entire economy. It's something that will reshape businesses as well. So it is a very significant decision, and actually our geopolitics team or geoeconomics team has a really great take out on this. And they're saying that this is actually the sharpest pivot we've seen yet on China's access to this technology. I think the key question, and what we've been discussing all morning, is really, even with H200 sales, will Chinese companies be allowed to purchase? They weren't allowed to purchase H20, but at the same time, H200 is a significantly more advanced chip than the H20, which was designed specifically for the mainland market. H200 was on sale to US customers and others as last year. I mean, this year you're ramping up into Blackwell architecture. Next year you're ramping up into Rubin. So China will still be a couple of iterations behind. But at the same time, this is way more advanced than what they can get in China right now.
Yeah, and seen as, I guess, sort of a compromise from the U.S. Trump administration as well. Meanwhile, we're hearing from the president talking about, they want to do away with these sort of state-based AI rules. What would you know about that?
Yeah, this is another one. So he's quite active on True Social, obviously, President Trump. And the other one that he was talking about overnight is this rule book for AI, because this has been another sort of a complaint or issue with big tech in the US. And the way that it was shaping up was that you were having a lot of state-based regulations. So states were trying to protect consumers living in their own home areas. And so they were looking at rules to regulate the companies, again, on that state-based level. The US wants to move it to federalized rules instead. And that is also to allow companies to essentially be able to operate more easily instead of trying to respond to lots of different regulations, have one regulation instead. And I think as well, the Trump administration has been very clear that they've moved in that direction of less regulation, which again is what US big tech companies want to see. But it comes back to that bigger question of competition. And if you restrict companies, do you also restrict their ability to compete, essentially what you see from China?